So there guys, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, welcome back to Red Finland, where we are the commies, the commie threat to our Scandinavian neighbours, specifically Norway, who we're slowly justifying a war against. The plan is to sort of push through here, and then I might... Oh, he's ready to go, that guy is ready, look at this shit. We've got extra units building, we've got shit we're researching. We're going to take this line, and because it was a hard line to draw, like, we'll sort of manually push in and take these little provinces after once this line is pushed, we'll make this the front line, and just send a couple of extra units to pick off the wibbles, whatever you want to call these things, the jagged edges, and then we can sort of set up our defensive front here, because the combat width will mean they can only send so much against us. And then we'll push down through Norway to Nord-Norge, Narvik. Once we have Narvik, we'll eventually push down and get Trondheim. And then I guess Vestlandet we could get, or we could go straight for Oslo, which might just make them instantly sort of capitulate. I don't know. I don't know how we find that information out until we're at war, I think. I think it'll tell us sort of what percentage they'll quit with. So what are we doing? We're getting an extra research slot on the way. Brilliant. That's good. We're researching mechanical computing, excavation, defense in depth. How long do we have till the war justification is complete? You would think that would be information that they would provide me with. However, do I have to click through here? 7th of August, so we've got plenty of time. We've got like 8 months. 8 months to prepare. Now, they're probably doing a similar thing themselves, but obviously we're pretty badass. Now that we've switched our thing to war economy, and we switched our recruitable manpower, we've actually got some dudes, which was one of the big things holding us back. This stuff is now really ahead of time, so we don't want to push too much deeper into that. What we could do is we could grab radio just for the lols. That wouldn't take too long. I don't want to improve the infantry equipment. I'd rather do that like after we've kicked their ass. Because otherwise they're all all our units are going to be weak whilst we manufacture new equipment. Or will it? Is this a manufactured one, or is this a manufactured one? I think this is the one where you have to change weapons, isn't it? So maybe we do want this. Yeah, I think we do want that one. Improved weapon models, more specialized equipment. Can we see this one? So that one says requires 3 steel. This one doesn't. This is just an upgrade. Okay, we'll do it. We'll get that. That's going to be helpful. How are we doing on equipment? We don't have a lot, but we don't need as much supply as other people do. We are doing exactly 2 divisions here as well, which is probably good. How much manpower does each one need? 6,300. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. That leaves us some men, because obviously we need some men as well to actually reinforce. We've already clicked this, I think. Yeah, I feel like that already came up. I'm not sure why that's coming up again, but fine. They can have that same event twice. I don't care. Our guy's not ready now. What's changed? Oh, they got more troops. Is that what's changed? They don't look that strong. I don't know what he's so worried about. He's dropped from 40% to 0%. They're all fully prepared. We've got trained and regular units. It's fine. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Not a problem. Plus, we're going to have extra dudes reinforcing them in a month. In 1 month's time, 5 extra units on this line, which is almost the max that he can take. And then they'll just have time to prepare. Because it takes them like fucking 6 months to stand there and think about what they're going to do. We're at 86% commie. I guess that's still going up just really slowly. We're going to have some more political power pretty soon. Probably in about a month. So we should probably think about what we want to do. We're still on export focus, so we could change that to limited exports. That would be pretty good. We could get a military theorist, but I don't really see the point. Chief of Army might be useful. We could take an offensive expert for our army. That could be quite handy. 10% extra attack, since though we're the attacking force this time. I feel like that's probably something we want to do. And the High Command... Is our army regrouping? So we could get 2 army regroupers in. Oh my god, that would be amazing. I like the idea of getting the regrouper. At least one of them, if not both. But Chief of Army. I feel like Chief of Army is probably the first thing we want to do. Do we want to do an export focus? Do we want to change the exports? No. Yes. How does it take to get... It takes 150 days. We've got plenty of time, haven't we? That's 3 months. So yeah, we could change the export laws and still get the Chief of Army before we go to war. That sounds like a plan. I like it. That's going to be our strategy. And then we'll probably still get one more thing before we go anyway, so we can probably get the regrouper as well. And by that point, it's pretty much going to be wartime. Man, how's the commies looking? Are they liking us now? Still only plus 10. Oh god, and their national unity is dog shit. They need to do something about that. Ours is only 61%. We could do with boosting ours up as well. Well, we get this research slot. If this opens the second research slot, we should probably just grab that anyway. If it doesn't, then we should probably see if we can pick up anything that will increase our unity. Let's skip forward a little bit. I'm going to get this done. 2 more days. 2 more days. And then I will pause it and pick a new one. There we go. Right. New research slot. We need more than 50 factories for that. So that's going to take a while. What does the army effort do? Army experience plus 5. Reduced research for land doctrine. That would be pretty good. Seeing as though we are actually researching those now. The doctrines could be very handy for us. That gives us more unity and extra political power. That gives us a free military factory. We want all this shit. We really do want all of this stuff. That's a very immediate benefit. So we're going to get that first. Because the sooner we get that, the sooner it's going to benefit us. We're also going to pick up support weapons too. For a nice easy upgrade there. Yeah, so once that thing's done, with the next doctrine that we research, we'll have a bonus. So then we'll probably go for indoctrination. What's this? I think it plus 5%. Technology sharing. I mean, that's nice, but it's not necessary. I think we would definitely want indoctrination, and then I think we want to hit these armament efforts and equipment efforts. Those are the things. We are down to low manpower. And we have some unassigned divisions. Great. Before we do anything else... Why is this one almost done? Oh, no, it's not almost done. I see. It's just waiting on the equipment. God, that was confusing. Okay, so our 5 divisions are done. There's 5 more coming. We're low on manpower. That's fine. Where's these unassigned divisions? Is that them? This is them. Okay. I need to right-click to assign them to him. And then I have to... Because obviously they're not part of the order. Plan's up to 60%. Holy shit. Right, let's add them in. Control-click to assign. No, hang on. Oh, this fucking control system is literally the worst. Control and click. 23 divisions. Good. Right, they're going to go get in position. We now have an inferior enemy, which is good. So I think we're definitely strong enough to take Norway. The big hard part is going to be maintaining manpower and maintaining supply. But I think we'll be okay. Because we're not going to be using any more manpower than this now. And there's going to be a little bit more coming through. I mean, not a lot, but what is our monthly gain? Can we see our monthly growth? 233. Shit. Well, that's not much, but we'll gain more as we take Norwegian territory, I guess. Although I bet fuck all people live here. Yeah, look, there's no recruitable population there at all. What is this? I think we've already done something similar to that, so we'll skip that. It looked like it was the thing about the borders again, which we've already done. We are constructing military factories at quite the rate now, so that's pretty good. Have we got any? We haven't got any to assign yet. Next one's going to be done in April. So that's going to give us 1 extra factory before we go to war, which we should probably put on support equipment. It's going to give us an extra 1 per day, because that's the thing we've only got 62 of right now. And we are going to need it. We can modify government, though. So straight off the bat, let's change to limited exports. Did that give us extra factories? No. Did not give us any extra factories. Shit. Why not? Did I pick the right one? Oh, it's the resources that change. Of course it is. That's the one that changed the amount of factories they got. We've already done that. So it's the resources. So we're not exporting as many resources. Let's have a... Where's the resource tab? That one. We're still exporting 4 steel, but that's okay. We need an oil, we need an aluminium. And that's about it. I don't think that made a huge fucking difference to us, really. Aluminium is still the thing that's holding us back, and the oil. We don't have any of that shit. I mean, obviously, part of the plan of taking over Norway is that it will give us some aluminium. Because we're going to bloody need it. That's the problem. Production efficiency 70.07. Oh, free military factories. We just got an extra one now. So we're going to do that. That's now using up some of our extra steel, but that's fine. And we've actually got chromium. I don't know what we can do with the chromium. We've only got the one. Although it says we have 2 for use. How can we have 2 for use? When we're exporting 1 and we only have 1 surplus. That's so weird. That doesn't make any sense at all. Also, holy shit, the world tension just shot up to 35%. For no apparent reason. Right, let's get... let's get indoctrination What's going on here? What's called the tension to go up? Anschluss. What is Anschluss? Who's winning over here? China's winning! No, it's not. The Japanese are winning. Oh shit, I thought China was winning for a sec. But they're not. They're getting boned. Oh look, our divisions are ready. 80%. Fuck yes. The Germans have done something. They've obviously got designs on something. There we go. Oh, it's Austria. They've annexed Austria, haven't they? Okay, cool. So Japan... I mean, I guess China's lost a lot of units, but it doesn't seem to have ceded much land. They seem to be okay land-wise. They've got a little bit here. How bad are the losses? Yeah, they've lost a lot. Okay, 206. Oh no, they've lost about the same amount. Huh. Interesting. And yet apparently they're losing. Okay, whatevs. Leave them to it. We can't do anything to help them. Well, I mean, technically we can. We could send them some units, but our units are shit. So I don't think they're going to stand up against whatever the Japanese have got. Because, oh my god, they're bound to have better tech than we have. Because they're a nice big superpower. It's April now. What else do we need to do? I feel like... Am I forgetting something? I still don't know how we've got all that extra chrome. What can we do with chrome? Is there a way of looking at it? If we go into the research, can we look at things? I'll require steel and oil. Let me drop the speed down while I do this. Steel and oil. Chrome for heavy tanks. Tungsten for medium tanks. So it looks like chrome is for the heavy tanks. Oh, we haven't got any artillery either. That requires steel. That's a direct upgrade of what we've got, so we should probably grab... I don't think we have any artillery though, because we haven't got any fucking production lines. Tungsten for the anti-tank. The boats need chrome. Steel and oil. Chrome for the very heavy ships. And what about planes? Planes need rubber. Yeah, mainly rubber for the planes. So yeah, I guess it's only really for the heavy tanks and the anti-tanks. So it's very tank-based stuff. So it probably doesn't even matter that we've got any. It's not going to be of any use to us unless we can get some oil to go with it. But if we can, I mean, if I don't think they had any oil. Does Sweden have any oil? Can we tell? No, they're just importing. So, I mean, we could import as well. Nothing to stop us doing that, I guess. We'd probably want to build some more civilian factories to do so. Or trade away the ones we get off Norway. Genius. And the other plan is to take somewhere that has oil. Do we know if these guys have oil? I don't think they do they? Well, maybe... We'll have to see what the state of play is after we've taken Norway and Sweden. If we're in a good position, and Russia's in a good position, and the German-Russia war kicks off, we could potentially just, like, swing through Denmark and take some German land, maybe. Depends. Depends how good the fight they're putting on, because they've got to fight on two fronts. Oh, look at Spain. Poor Spain. They really got dicked on. We'll try and keep an eye on this situation, because ideally we'd like China to come out of that it was a success, really. An ideal situation would be for Russia to dive in on that war right now and help them. But I bet they're not. I bet they're just sitting back doing fuck all. Goddamn Russians. They always seem to, like, just leave everything until the last minute. The Germans sent volunteer divisions to China. Why? That's not right. That's the wrong side of the war. What? Germany? Are you... Then they can't be going communist. No, they're definitely fascist. They're improving relations with China. Why? What's going on? China? Oh, China's unaligned. They're not actually commies. The People's Republic are commies, though, aren't they? Oh, right. Okay. Weird. And the war is definitely... Yeah, China and the People's Republic. How very strange. The Germans are helping the wrong side. That is so weird. Wonder why they're doing that. There must be a reason. What do I want to research? I don't want to get the next weapon thing yet. We are going to need support companies eventually, but I don't feel like we need them right now. The artillery upgrade, we haven't got any artillery. We could pick up radio. Let's do that. Let's quickly grab radio. We might as well. We've got plenty of research slots now. I mean, God, we don't even need to research that much stuff. Oh my God, Sweden has started sending a few people over. Have we got encryption? Is that a thing? Not yet. But I want to get that. We want to get some decryption. So we can see more about what's going on. I mean, our guy's still feeling pretty positive about the whole thing. And we're getting close. May, June, July, August. We're like 3 months away. We're working on our unity, which I feel like is a good decision. We're going to bring on a chief of army fairly soon. That's going to be good. What's a materiel designer? Oh. See, we could slingshot ourselves through artillery. But we need the army experience. We've only got 5. But if we start making some artillery... Oh, we don't have any tungsten though, do we? That's the issue. I'm gonna put it on our infantry equipment for now. But yeah, maybe we could think about... we haven't got any tungsten. Did Norway have any tungsten? I think they do. Did that just say 20 tungsten in this region? Oh, yeah, shit, son. So we take Norway, use their tungsten to just, like, suddenly make fuck tons of artillery. And that'll help us with Sweden, hopefully. Fingers crossed. That's the plan. Oh, my God. Our plan is epic. It's going to go so wrong. You know, you just know the moment we declare war on these guys, it's all going to go to shit. But it's a lot of fun getting to that stage. All the quiet confidence in the plan is like, yeah, we can do this. It's going to be fine. Everything is awesome. And then it's so not going to be awesome. We're going to have another military factory done in July, though. That's pretty nice. And our units are almost done. Oh, Mengkuko has capitulated. China is in control of their area. That might help China. How long till these guys are done? July. Okay, so they could even join in our fucking forces. Or one of them could, because this guy can't take anymore. The other 4... I guess we could make a... the other 4, what we'll do is, once these guys take it, we'll move them up, and the other 4 can just pick off the little nubbins around the side. So Mengabuku, whatever, has just capitulated. Apparently they still count that as a win for Japan. Japan have got more losses. One of their allies has capitulated, and yet somehow they're winning. How strange. They're losing their foothold outside Nanjing as well. If China can take Shanghai back, that'll be helpful. Because it means they can't do their naval landings there. It looks like China's winning, to be honest. I know it says that they're not, but I think they are. I think China are actually winning. Right, what am I waiting for? This. Let's get this sorted. Indoctrination. Okay, armament effort is something we definitely want to do. Division recovery rate could be pretty handy. It's June now, July. We're probably going to get one thing. Because it's 70 days per thing, isn't it? In fact, no, we're not even going to get one thing then, are we? The war's going to kick off just as we get this. Equipment effort is a good thing. Doctrine effort can wait for now. So we definitely want equipment effort, but not necessarily right this second. We can pick that up as the next thing. Let's get the political commissars. We can also modify our government. So we're going to get the chief of army. Army offense expert, I guess. Yeah, let's do it. We've got an offensive expert in place. And a couple of days on these 2 researches. We'll pick up these 2 researches and then that'll be the end of the episode. Oh, what's this? The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Diplomats from Germany and the Soviet Union concluded what observers are describing as a historic agreement today with the signing of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Named after German Foreign Minister Joachim von Ribbentrop and his Soviet counterpart, Vyacheslav Molotov. This non-aggression pact stipulates that neither side will ally itself to nor aid an enemy of the other. What? Foreign diplomats warn that this treaty effectively gives Germany a free hand to wage war in Europe without having to fear Soviet intervention. Holy crap! What are Germany up to, man? Have they drifted 20% communist? Could we use our political power to start pushing the communist cause? They really hate us. They really fucking hate us. Oh, shit. This is not good. I doubt they'll come for us, though. Surely they've got bigger fish to fry with Poland and France and Czech and Hungary and all that bullshit. But they're not going to be happy when we stomp Norway. Support weapons 2. Done. Fucking excellent. What do we want? What do we want next? I feel like I'm going to research that artillery in preparation. And then mechanical computing is going to be finished. That's going to open something new that we can choose. Defense in depth is going to take 86 days. So that's not going to be ready until we go to war anyway. France bans communism. Holy fuck. The Edouard Daladier cabinet have decreed the dissolution of Parti Communiste Français. Ever since Soviet Russia signed the non-aggression pact with Nazi Germany, there have been talks of prescribing communism in France. The decree was instated following the agreement between the two nations for the partition of Poland. Edouard Daladier took the opportunity as support for a ban rose, and even leftist papers started advocating for the abolition of Parti Communiste Français. Doing all they can to keep the bourgeois in power. We hate the bourgeois so much. Fucking bourgeois. So that's probably gonna lead to the French Civil War. Although the Communist Party is very fucking small, that may start rising, I'm not sure. They're working on metropolitan France. 2 infrastructures. We don't know what they've researched, though, because we don't have any decryption yet. We need to get some decryption, and we can have a look at what they're actually up to. So, yeah, that might cause the French communist split. The question is, what will fucking happen there? What will happen there? It could go either way. And if we assign our 1 troop to this guy, we could send 4 units over to communist France. I don't know if we have enough units to do that, but we could try. And maybe try and help communist France win, because that would be fucking great having a communist ally there. However, they would be wedged between fascist Spain and fascist Germany, so they'd be in a bit of a tricky sitch. But I think the commies, we're going to need some allies, aren't we? We're going to need some fucking allies, because France have got a bit of presence over here as well, and a big presence in Africa. So if they were commies, then they would get... I don't know, Africa's a bit hard to defend, and it's fascist and democratic at the moment. So maybe they're just like... Maybe we'll be pushing them into a situation they can't actually handle, is what I'm worried about. If they do go commie, can they fight off? Because they're right in the middle of, like, all the fascism, all the democracy. It's not a good position for them. But who knows? Who knows? You never know with this game. You never know how it's going to go. And once we've got our basic political things in place, all that spare political power, we could start trying to, like, make people communist. And have them join our side. It's not easily done, especially if they've already joined the Axis, but we could try it. Right, let's get the computing machine. That's going to take a long time, but it's going to be very, very useful for us. Italy are definitely fascist at this point. Let's have a look at some of the European players. They're unaligned, because you never know who's been swaying the politics. They're sort of heading towards fascism. Turkey unaligned. Greece, slightly fascist. Portugal, unaligned. And obviously Poland, pretty much just unaligned. No particular sways there. Any of you guys been swayed? Oh, slight democratic leanings over here. Someone might have been interfering in Latvia. And in Lithuania as well. Quite a large slice of democracy. What about the oil-owning states? Completely unaligned. A little bit fascist. Completely unaligned. So nobody's messing with those yet. Interesting. Are they democratic? They are. Okay, right. Well... Unassign divisions. Oh, let's assign my divisions before we finish. So, that one, you need assigning to him, and then assigning to the order, which is control and left click. Although you would expect it to be right click. It's right click to assign to commander and left click to assign to order. Why? Completely backwards, but there you go. These 4 units, we're going to hold on to these guys. I'm going to make them a squad. I'm going to make them orange squad. And we're going to give them... Yeah, let's give them that weird symbol. They're going to be orange squad, and they are going to be the guys that we're going to try and send to France if La Revolution takes place. We'll send them over. If not, we could send them to China and help protect their ports, maybe. That might help. Don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, guys. I mean, we might not even be able to. We might need more units before we can even think about doing stuff like that. It might not let us. But if we can, we will. If not, just fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that France goes communist. Right, that's what I'm going to save it then, guys. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.